All right, welcome back to Thrive America. We're here with Chad Massaker, CEO of Carceron. And Chad, thanks so much for coming on our show and sharing what you do best. And we're going to move this segment into your expertise when it comes to network marketing and so forth. So to jump into this, I want you to answer the question, Chad, what do you know, thinking back to your experience and your strength and your hope, that you can give me and our viewers advice on how to thrive in this economy right now?
Absolutely. What I can tell you first and foremost is that it's about, people are always going to give lip service to relationships and say it's all about relationships, but you really got to dig down deep, really deep, and make sure that you truly understand what that means and how to be a real good resource to people, how to connect people, know what their pains are, know what they're looking for, even know what pains they have that they may not know that they have, or find some ways to help them in ways that they didn't really expect. You can do that through a variety of ways. You can do it obviously through different networking groups and getting to know people, and then outside those groups, of course, you have one-to-one meetings with them and get to know them and really take the time. And if you're not going to take the time to get to know them, then you're not really networking anyway. Take the time to get to know them and serve their needs. If they tell you they're in need of something, then help them out. And obviously in this economy, cost is a big issue. So if you know somebody that can do it for free or for cheap or for a trade out or whatever, then be that resource to them. Another way is to host networking events. At Prava Storm, the sessions that you throw here at Blank Stage are a perfect example of getting people all together and talking about business and letting people meet one another and build relationships. And right now, marketing, I think overall is not going to do a lot of good. You're going to get tons of pieces of paper in the mail. You're going to get tons of email marketing, and it's more noise than ever before. More than ever in this economy, relationships are so incredibly important, and the people that facilitate that, I think, like the Blank Stage, and there's things that I throw, I think those are the people that are going to come out ahead, because we're going to be seen as the connectors, of the new economy. That's it. I mean, just being a resource to people at a level deeper than I think most people have on the surface of their brain, if that makes any sense.
I think I'm with you here. And to illustrate more of Chad's point here, when I first came to, and we're in the Marietta area, I didn't know anybody. I went to the Cobb Chamber, which is a wonderful resource for those of you who are in business. Is go to see if there's a local chamber of commerce in your area, and that's a really good stepping stone to get involved with other business owners, and to, like Chad said, go out and meet with them. When I first started my business, I had no idea networking groups existed, and I was just blown away to go into a room of 60 people and be allowed the opportunity to have 60 seconds to talk about my business and improve the way I spoke about my business, and then start attracting like-minded people and so forth. And Chad, I hope one day to return the favor for all the things you've thrown our way from different people you've sent to us and different business. And if it means anything, I'm always talking about you, and I said, oh, you got to meet Chad. You got to meet Chad. I just can't wait for that opportunity to meet the right person and send them to you for a job. But I think that if anything, we're hovering around the same mentality of giving to get, and it just feels really good when you do that. I think is another just side benefit, and like we've had several guests that have come on Thrive America and talked about that, and it may not be the ROI right there on the piece of paper, but it's a very different kind of experience. So thanks for sharing that tip. And anything else you feel like you want to talk about before we send you off?
No, I guess well, there was one other thing that you brought up, and a lot of these networking groups now have you get to stand up and give they call it your elevator speech or your 1-minute infomercial or whatever. And what I would honestly tell you is that really isn't networking. I mean, it's a preface to it perhaps, but nobody, unless you have such a unique product, is going to buy something from you based on something you said in 30 seconds or a minute. That's just kind of to get your interest and say, hey, here's what I do and here's how I differentiate myself. And the goal really of those little spots is to get somebody interested in talking with you on a one-to-one level. Go have that coffee, go have that lunch, go have that cocktail or whatever, and really take the time to get to know that person. You're not, if you're buying from somebody or you're referring, really more importantly, to somebody because of what they told you in a minute, I've got to wonder, how deep of a relationship, how much are you working on your relationships and making them really deep? And personally, I wouldn't refer to anybody who I just met and maybe they had a great 60 seconds. I got to get to know them. I mean, it's my reputation online when I make the referral. So
Well, one thing that I want to say when I first went to Cobb, one of the things that you said that just was great is Chad set up, and it's in the fabric of a chamber event or a networking event. You have 30 seconds or a minute to talk about your business. And I'll never forget you spoke about, hey, I'm not going to talk about Carceron. I just want to have lunch with somebody. If anybody here is open to the idea of going to have lunch with me, take me up on it. So I ran over to meet with you, and what was so cool about you is that as you got to know me and what I was looking to do, you pulled out your phone and started making phone calls, and you packed out our theater a couple times when we've done shows, and that's to kind of illustrate what Chad is doing, and he is now regarded as a resource in this community. And I know you're graduating to bigger kind of networking groups and some passing around some huge leads and so forth and all that. So Chad, lastly, how can people get in touch with Carceron if they're looking to improve and save some money with their managed IT?
Well, the website's www.carceron.net, CARCERON as in Nancy.net, and the phone number is 770-424-3393. And if you want me, just hit extension 110 and I'll be glad to talk to you.
All right, so thanks once again for tuning in to Thrive America, and we'll see you next time.